Children, today we'll start with exercise 18.2. First question, subtract the first rational number from the second rational number. First question, 4 upon 5 from 3 upon 4. We know in primary classes we have seen from. What is the meaning of from? The second number comes in the front. What is the question? Subtract, then minus 4 upon 5. Is this step clear? Now LCM of 4 and 5 is 20. Divide 20 with 4, it will be 5. 5 multiply 3 minus. Divide 20 with 5, 4. 4 multiply 4. Then 5 threes are 15 minus 4 into 4. 16 whole upon 20. Means 16 minus 15. Now you subtract it. You will get 1. 16 and 15, 16 number is greater, that's why minus will come upon 20. Is this step clear? Now see one more question. Second, minus 1 upon 8 from 1 upon 4. Same method what I told, the second number will come at the first, 1 upon 4. Then what is the question? Subtract. But again one more minus is there, so we will take in bracket minus 1 upon 8 bracket close. Now 1 upon 4 minus minus plus 1 upon 8. Is this step clear to everyone? Now LCM of 4 and 8 is 8. Divide 8 with 4, you will get 2. 2 multiply 1 plus. Divide 8 with 8, you will get 1. 1 multiply 1. That means 2 multiply 1, 2 plus 1 multiply 1 is 1 whole upon 8. 2 plus 1, 3 upon 8. Is this step clear? The rest two question is your homework. Try to do it. Question number 2. Solve. First question, 2 upon 9 plus 1 upon 3 minus 5 upon 9. What is the question? 2 upon 9 plus 1 upon 3 minus 5 upon 9. Find the LCM of 9, 3 and 9. How much it will get? You will get 9. Divide 9 with 9, you will get 1 multiply 2 plus. Divide 9 with 3, you will get 3 plus, 3 multiply 1 minus 9 divide 9, you will get 1. 1 multiply 5. Is this step clear? Now equal 2 multiply 1, 2 plus 3 multiply 1, 3 minus 5 multiply 1, 5 whole upon 9. We know nothing is here means plus, that means 2 plus 3, that is 5 minus 5 upon 9. Now 5 minus 5 is 0 upon 9. We know any number is not divisible by 0. If we divide 0 by any number, we will get 0. If we divide 0 by any number, we will get 0. So answer is 0. Is this clear? Question number 2nd and 3rd, you can do it. Try to do it. See question number 3rd. What should be subtracted from 13 upon 25 to get 19 upon 25? Similar question we have done. Let the number be x. Now it is said what should be subtracted from. So 13 upon 25 will come at the beginning, then minus what we don't know, that is x, equal 19 upon 25. Is this step clear? Then let this minus x be here only, equal 19 upon 25, let it also be same. Then transpose this 13 upon 25, then it will become minus 13 upon 25. Is this step clear? Now equal, you solve this. LCM of 25 and 25 is 25. Then 19 minus 13. Yes, how much 19 minus 13? That is 6 upon 25. So what we got? Minus x is here. Minus x equals 6 upon 25. We have to find the value of x. So we have to transpose this minus towards the constant term. That will be x equal minus 6 upon 25. Is it clear? We will continue with exercise 18.3. First question. Substitute the value given below and check P upon Q multiply R upon S equal R upon S multiply P upon Q. The value of P upon Q is minus 3 upon 7 and the value of R upon S is 11 upon 15. See it carefully how. To check what it is given, that is P upon Q multiply R upon S equal R upon S multiply P upon Q. You write down that. Then the value of P upon Q is what? Minus 3 upon 7 multiply value of R upon S is 11 upon 15, then equal again the value of R upon S is 11 upon 15 multiply the value of P upon Q is minus 3 upon 7. Is this step clear? Now multiply minus 3 with 11, it will be minus 33 upon 15 sevens are 105 equal again 11 into minus 3, that is minus 33 upon 15 sevens are 105. Both sides it is coming equal. So this rule is true. If it is not come equal, then you have to write so this rule is not true. The rest question is your homework. You try to do it. It is very easy. See the question number 2. Substitute x, y, z. Check whether x multiply bracket start y plus z bracket close equal x multiply y plus x multiply z. Both are equal or not. The value of x is given. The value of x is minus 1 upon 2, y is 5 upon 7 and z is minus 7 upon 4. We have to check. How? First write with what to check. X multiply bracket start y plus z, then equal x multiply y plus x multiply z. Then put the value of x. The value of x is minus 1 upon 2 multiply bracket start the value of y is 5 upon 7 plus the value of z is minus 7 upon 4 equal again the value of x 1 upon 2 multiply value of y 5 upon 7 plus value of x minus 1 upon 2 multiply value of z minus 7 upon 4. Now 1 upon 2 minus as it is. Now you cross multiply 5 4s are 20 plus minus minus 7 7s are 49 whole upon 7 4s are 28. Then equal minus multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. 1 into 5 5, 7 into 2 14 plus minus 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 again plus 7 into 1 7 upon 4 2s are 8. Is this step clear? Now minus 1 upon 2 nothing sign means multiply. 49 minus 20, yes, that is minus it 29 upon 28 equal. Find out the LCM of 14 and 8. Yes, the LCM of 14 and 8 will be 56. LCM of 14 and 8 will be 56. Divide 56 with 14, you will get 4. 4 multiply minus 5 plus 56 divided by 8. 7 multiply 7. Now minus minus plus, that means 29 into 1 29 upon 28 into 2, that is 56 equal whole upon 56. 4 5s are 20 minus 20 plus 7 7s are 49. 29 upon 56 as it is equal minus plus minus 49 minus 20, that is 29 upon 56. Both sides it is equal. So both the sides are equal. Is it clear? You do the rest as your homework. See question number 3, fill in the blanks. Using commutative property. We know commutative property, the first number multiply second number equals second number multiply first number. Is it clear? Now the same 11 by 19 multiply 1 upon 2 equal 1 upon 2 multiply 11 upon 19. Here also same, the first number we don't know, that is minus 3 upon 17 multiply 7 upon 9 equal Here again the second number is 7 upon 9. It will become 7 upon 9 multiply minus 3 upon 17. Is it clear? Now the rule. Use associative property and fill in the blanks. We have to use associative property and we have to fill in the blanks. See, here 3 numbers are there. The first 2 numbers, what it is there, it is kept in a bracket. We know we have seen the third number what it is, 2 upon 9. That will be outside the bracket. You know it. The rest, question number 2 and 3 you do as your homework. Now question number 5 we will start. Each of the following question given below relate to some properties. Write the properties in the blank against each. This is the rule. It is of which rule that you have to write. It is of which rule? It is distributive rule. distributive. Distributive law. Which rule it is? Distributive rule. Second, minus 5 upon 7. The first number is outside and the rest 2 number inside. If you multiply this and this number will come. Then this is also the same. You see over here, both are same. This is also distributive law. The third one, 8 upon 11, 3 upon 7. It is just reverse. What rule it is? Commutative rule. You have seen 2-3 times it is. 5 upon 3 multiply 3 upon 5, that is becoming 1. That is multiplicative inverse. If you cancel this, 1 will come. That is multiply. What is the sign in between? Multiply. That is multiplicative inverse. See the next question. Minus 3 upon 12 multiply 1 equal 1 into 3. Minus 3 upon 12 equal minus 3 upon 12. What is the last answer coming? Minus 3 upon 12. It is multiplicative identity. multiplicative multiplicative identity. identity identity. Now question number 6. Write the reciprocal of the following. How to find the reciprocal? How to find the reciprocal? Reciprocal means it reverse. If nothing is here means it is 1. Its reciprocal will be 1 upon 4. What will be the reciprocal? It will just reverse. 5 upon 17. Minus 6 upon 29. Its reciprocal will be minus 29 upon 6. P upon Q. Its reciprocal will be Q upon P. Is it clear? Now see question number 7. Write true or false. The product of a rational number and its reciprocal is always 1. That is true. If the reciprocal of x is y, the reciprocal of y is 1 upon x. No, how it can be? It is false. The multiplicative inverse of a positive rational number is a negative rational number. How can be a multiplicative inverse positive becomes a negative? It is additive inverse it can become. So it is false. 0 is not the multiplicative inverse of any number. Yes, 0 is not a multiplicative inverse. It is true. Is it clear? You complete your copy.